to the next round of the group stages of the CAF Champions League. If you can just give us a summary of the match, please.
I think we started the game very well. We knew they might want to impose themselves a little bit, considering the scoreline. But surprisingly, they never really pushed hard. They only pressed with their front three, which is what they did even in the first round. And we created a lot of very good playing angles. Unfortunately, not to have scored from some of the best build-ups that we had first half. Very unlucky, Kutumela, in one of them, Vela a little bit delayed to terminate, but generally the performance was very good. Second half, they introduced number 28 to play with two strikers up top, and they wanted to pump balls into the box a lot, but we managed to deal with them up until just one spell maybe of 5-10 minutes where we lost control of the game and we started playing too many one-touches and too many long balls, and they started to gain momentum. But immediately we brought it back, and when we changed, brought in Pizzo to give us a little bit of a play, brought in Maniema and Kermit Erasmus and Pavol. Then we stabilized again, and we were in control of the game from the beginning. I don't think there was any real threat that we encountered in this game. Credit must be given to the boys, to the whole technical team, and everybody else involved in the club, because it was a very good performance that personally I think it deserved more than just 2 goals. Thank you.
Pasha, your hand is up. You may go ahead with your question, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shupi. Good evening, Coach, and good evening to my colleagues. Congratulations, Coach, for the victory. Just quick ones, Coach. You've already touched on it briefly in terms of saying that you didn't convert your chances that you created, because obviously Sundowns, you guys play intricate passes, third line passes as well, 2 number 10s, playing in triangles as well. But both your goals were from set pieces. Is that what we must expect from Sundowns in the Champions League this season, scoring from set pieces, that aspect of the game? And a quick one, Coach, Durban-based AmaZulu, first time in the Champions League group stages. Just a quick word from you. Thank you. Considering that you are from Durban. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit disappointing to only score goals from set pieces from such a very good performance, because in terms of the play, I think we dominated the game. We dominated accuracy in our passing game, precision, triangles, very good build-up moments, very good build-up schemes by the boys. But unfortunately, they never yielded. There was one of them that I think if Kutumela scored that one, it could have been a very nice case study of our build-up play. But we must also give credit to the boys. To score goals on set pieces, it's one area of the game that is also very important for a big team like Sundowns, considering that most teams park the pass. So we will always unlock a game by scoring from a set piece. Then the game becomes open. One is excited that we scored from set pieces, but a little bit disappointed that from such a dominant performance, we could not score a goal from a build-up when we had so many very good build-ups, so many very good counter presses and high presses that should have really yielded something for us. But credit must also be given to them. Maybe they were fortunate, or they did well to defend some of the moments that could have really led into some very brilliant goals on the day. And going to AmaZulu and their qualification for the group stages, to be honest, I've never doubted that they'll do that. I've always said if they can just play with their character in Lubumbashi, they stand a chance. And I believe they really did exceptionally well. I was watching the match, very exciting moments. Though Mazembe missed a lot of very good opportunities, but Feli Mota also was outstanding. And we are happy as South Africans to have almost everyone qualifying for the group stages or for the next stage of the Confederations Cup. So really, really, that is exciting for the country, because it says the PSL is improving in leaps and bounds, and that is very exciting.
Mr. Molefe, your hand is up, sir.
Thanks, Shupi. Congrats, Coach. Coach, it will be quite some time before the group stages, I think also because of the AFCON. I suspect there are some advantages and some disadvantages to wait so long to go into the next phase of this competition. Maybe just your thoughts on that long period where you have to try balance also be between the domestic league as well, which will probably also have a recess because of the AFCON as well.
You are right. It's always nice that when you qualify for the group stages, you expect to go and play in the groups immediately. But the flip side of this coin is that at least this year we will have an opportunity to play plus minus 20 games prior to the Christmas break, which will only mean we are only left with 10 games after the AFCON, which would not be as difficult as when you had 15 games after December that we have to deal with. So maybe it gives us a fair chance to focus all our attention on the championship and see how far we can push, so that by the time Christmas comes, with those last 10 games, we are already starting to count matches and saying, if we can maybe win so many matches, whatever that we might have targeted is closer to be achieved. But yes, it's never really nice to have such a big gap from the prelims to the group stages. But it's just that we also struggle in towards the dying stages of the season when we are dealing with the Nedbank, we are dealing with the group stages, and we are also dealing with the league at that time. So the number of games that we might have played prior to the group stages might really help us going into the group stages with at the back of maybe 20 matches that have already been played in the league.
Is there any further questions?
Standing by, Fidel.
Castro, you may go on.
Thank you, Shupi. Evening, everyone. Evening, coach, and congratulations on making it to the group stages. Do you believe you've assembled the perfect squad this season to improve from last season where you were knocked out? Thank you.
Yeah, we are of the view that we've got a better team than the team we had last year. Even last year we believed we had a very, very good team. And if you still remember what transpired, we performed very well. We were unfortunate to score a goal against Ali by Peter Shaluli, which was adjudged offside, because if that goal was allowed, it could have turned into a different space as well. But the group that we have this year has been reinforced a little bit from what we had last year, and we are very hopeful that they've got the capacity to win the Champions League, but we have to take each step, each game as it comes and see what you can get out of it. But we are very confident that the group we have has got the capacity to lift any trophy that is on offer. But we have to take each and every game and give it the seriousness and the attention that it deserves. And each and every opponent becomes very critical in us achieving those targets. So we have to make sure that there are no games that we take for granted and games that we pull our A game. So if we can try and have the performance that is as consistent, we've got the capacity to win, and the same capacity that I think we also had even last year. Unfortunately, to make some two silly mistakes away from home, which ended up creating problems for us. But we have learned from that.
There's a hand from Rob Delport, and after Rob, if there's another hand, we'll close it with that person. You may go ahead, Rob.
Thanks, Shupi. Coach, congratulations. Coach, just about the coaches in the next stages of the CAF Champions League. We've also had Coach Ramarobodi qualifying with Running Galaxy. So we're actually going to have 4 teams coached by South Africans in the group stages. Does this tell you a lot about the advancement of coaching in the country?
It's exciting. First, to have so many teams competing in these intercontinental competitions, and most of them being coached by South Africans. That on its own is encouraging. And to have the Botswana Jwaneng Galaxy also being coached by one of our own and managing to pull it through in Tanzania against Simba. For me, that was a big one, and we need to really congratulate our coaches when they are doing well. So I think there is a significant improvement in the game from our South African coaches, and it's just maybe a wish that one would have that most of our club bosses can start looking around before they go out and look for imports, because I believe we've got so many other coaches that at the moment are currently jobless. Others are working in smaller teams, but they need an opportunity at the highest
Still
level,
working.
because even in the league, it shows how many South African coaches are doing well in that space as we speak.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
Siri is trying to interrupt us here. I think we can go ahead with the last question from Fidel and close it.
Thank you, Shupi. Coach, is Laila K one of the best free kick takers you've ever witnessed? Because he's just unstoppable right now. Thank you.
No, he has done very well. We are very happy with what he's offering us, because it gives us a sniff of a chance with a set piece here and there. And it's probably one of the best that I've worked with. I've worked with quite a lot of other very good free kick takers. Gaston is also another very good free kick taker, but he's not as consistent sometimes. But Laila K has really proven to be somebody you cannot look away from. So we are very happy to have a boy like Lyle and a good professional like Laila K, because he's one boy that is very committed to his work, a very good boy to have around in the group, and a very good team player. Even when he's not playing, you can see the support that he gives to his teammates. And we are blessed to have so many such good boys that are really looking forward to seeing the team winning, even if they are not the ones playing. And Lyle is one of those, and we are very happy to have a boy like him.
Thank you, Coach. So that's the end of our press conference. Thanks for